Well, good evening. I'm Brian Reagan, and this is
Tyler Kelly.
And tonight we are in the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, as we begin our Twilight talks on faith. And Tyler, if you don't mind, read verses 1 through 3.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good testimony. By faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so the things which are seen were not made of things which are visible.
Let's look at verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now let's break this one down a little bit. And we'll probably be in verse 1 tonight, Thursday, and Friday. You say, are you kidding me? Nope. Now. Not then. Not tomorrow. Now. Faith is a present tense choice. You say, no, faith is. And we'll get to that, but right before faith is, it's now. Now faith is. In this moment, right now when we're talking, we can be in faith. Faith isn't something that you say, well, you know, brother, after I study more about faith, maybe in 6 or 8 months, I'll be in a place of faith. No.
Not how it works.
It's not how it works. Faith is now. You say, honestly, I'm worried about you. If you're waiting for 6 or 8 months till you get enough faith to do faith and have faith in 6 or 8 months, you might not make it. Because faith isn't then, faith is now. Faith's not the future. You said, well, you all said faith isn't the past. That's right. You see, there's stuff I can look back on and go, at that time in my life, I operated in more faith. But because faith is now, even though I may have operated in more faith in the past, I can operate in the faith I have now. I don't have to wait. And the simple truth is, and if you use an analogy about weightlifting, when I was Tyler's age, the amount of weight I could move in the gym was absolutely ridiculous. I'm not going to say the numbers because people don't believe them, and frankly, I don't care. I know what I did. Now, if I walked in the gym right now and tried to do the same amount of moving of weight, y'all be making a hospital visit to see me. But just because I'm not where I was then doesn't mean that now I can't work with what I have and still get back to a place of tremendous strength. And the strength I needed then for what I was doing then is different than the strength I need now for what I'm doing now. And so there is an aspect where faith, quote, changes, because what I needed faith for 25 years ago, 23, 24, 25 years ago, and what I need my faith for now are two very different things. But here's the other part of that. If you say, well, I'm going to study about faith. You can read Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. You can read the Gold Gyms Manual. You can read all of those. But until you actually walk in, grab even a 2-pound dumbbell and start going, whoo, whoo, and working it out, in 6 months, 8 months, you know where you're going to be on your strength? It's not going to be there. In fact, the strongest thing you will have done was daily picked up Arnold's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding, because that thing's heavy. All right? Faith is now. And as we work through these lessons, by Friday, you're going to start to get the idea that, guess what? Faith is now. And why we're going to go through these lessons on faith is because you need to have faith now. Not a year from now. Now. At what point? And I'm just going to talk heart to heart with you here for a second. At what point do we get tired of people dying from stuff they don't need to die from? Of our nation being flipped on its head? Of a government that says to us that abortion is necessary, but church assemblies aren't? Of a government that says to us rioting in the streets is an essential activity for social justice, but people assembling to pray and to encourage one another so that they don't get caught up in depression and a number of other things that, guess what? The social isolationism that came, suicides were up, depression is up. There is all kinds of other, that the one place where people could go and encourage each other and find hope was the one place that the high levels in many states said was not essential. Now, oddly enough, our federal government never said church wasn't essential. Here in Florida, our governor said the exact opposite. He said church is essential. But how many other places? We don't need faith 6 months from now. We need faith now. And since now faith is, you can have faith now. And these Twilight Talks, I have one goal. If you want to have faith, if you want to move in what God says you can, and if you want to start being able to see changes in the world around you, then Twilight Talks on faith, we're going to get there. And so I'm Brian Reagan. Brother Tyler, you got anything else on this one?
Nope, I'm excited to talk more about faith though.
All right. We will see you again Thursday night for Twilight Talks, but make sure you come back Wednesday night, because Wednesday night Bible study, we're going to have some hour-long sessions on faith. And that's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So we see you then.